right. Just give me 1 second. We're going to do a little bit of breath work to start out. Let me get this thing set up. Breath work, mat class, all the things. All right. So let's start with, let's do breath work with a little bit of breath holds and Mula Bandha. So you're gonna, for Mula Bandha, you're engaging your pelvic floor, drawing in and up. You can think of engaging around your ribs and drawing in and up and just closing your throat. It's not like you're really pushing down, but there's just a closing when we do the breath hold. We'll do 5 breaths in and out, and then we'll have one more big breath, and then we'll inhale, breath hold, engage the bandhas, drawing in and up. If that feels too weird to you, don't do it. But if you can do it, just do it. It's good for us. Get a little more into our bodies. And then we'll exhale that, and then we'll take one more short breath hold, and then we'll start the whole thing again. So it's just going to be 5 breaths. I'm going to reach up and then pull down on those breaths. Here we go. Big breath in, everything out. Big breath in, drawing in and up, relaxing out and down. So it's like a torus shape. Hold. Bring your awareness in with that energy coming in and up, outer body relaxing out and down. Exhale, let it go. Short inhale, short hold. Exhale, let that go, and we'll do it again. Let's do the exact same thing. Here we go. Big breath in, everything out, in and hold. Pelvic floor, drawing in and up. Outer body relaxing. Tell yourself it's okay. Relax the outer body. Draw in and up the inner body. We're going to take one more little sniff. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, short breath hold. Exhale, let it go. And we'll go for our third set. So when we're doing these bandhas, like on a scale of 1 to 10, the intensity that I want you to work with that is like a 4 or a 5. We're not going like for our most intense squeeze and hold, just like enough to engage, feel that lift. This is closed. We're not like hyper engaging our core. Off we go. Last set. Here we go. Big breath in. Everything out. Big breath in and hold. Draw in and up. Everything is fine. Relax the outer body, inner body lifting. Relax and hold. Let it go. Relax your body, relax the bandhas, let the breath go. Last inhale, quick inhale with a little float in there. Everything is relaxed. Bring your awareness into the sensation of being in your body right now. Exhale, let it go. Let's do two more sets of these. I feel like we're getting somewhere with it, or I feel like I'm getting somewhere with it. So when you're in the breath hold, drawing in and up, outer body relaxing, bring your awareness really into sensation and tell yourself, it's okay, I'm safe, right? If you start to panic, oh my God, I'm holding my breath, you can always breathe in. It's fine. You're allowed to. But we want to build up the tolerance for CO2, which is what makes us feel like we need to breathe again, right? It's not that we need more oxygen. It's just tolerating this buildup of CO2 in our blood. Here we go. Last, we're going to do two more sets. Big breath in, everything out, in and hold. Little sip. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, hold and float. Exhale, let it go. Yeah, I'm finally starting to feel like in the breath hold, I can really relax and be present. So that's what you want to do is find it when you're in that breath hold, just, oh, everything's okay. I'm safe. I can breathe whenever I want to, and see if you can extend the breath hold a little bit. Here we go. Last set. Everything in, everything out, in and hold. Drawing in and up. Pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhar Bandha. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, little float. Exhale, let it go. So that version is very much a version of breathwork that I learned from Tim Vanderfleet. He has a YouTube channel. I will put a link in for him. And he does a lot of breath work. And he's a great teacher, just a good human in the Netherlands. One more thing to say that is I will be teaching movement on Michael Taft's retreat at Mount Madonna this year, which is June 7th through June 10th. That is deconstructing yourself meditation retreat at Mount Madonna. And I teach like an hour-long movement class in the retreat. And I've been in Michael's Sangha forever, and it's a very nice group of people, and I really like the work. I like the work, the meditation, the style that he teaches. He teaches a non-dual style of meditation. Let's open up and just bounce. Easy bounce and shake. Bouncing, shaking, bouncing, shaking. You could jump a little bit if you feel up for it, but you don't have to. Really make it work for you. Bouncy, jumpy, whatever is going to get your tissues moving around, the fluid in your body bouncing. Wake up your kinesphere, open up into the space around you. Have a party in your body. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Oh, I was listening to something. I think it was like an AI version of how to have like psychedelic experiences without tripping and one without actually taking any substances, right? Or so how to trip without taking substances. So of course, like breath work is one of the ways. And this is an AI quote, but it's kind of a good one. One of them is uh, shaking releases trauma. So shaking it out, shaking it, releasing it, letting go. But also the energy in your body is moving in spirals. So we want to shake, spiral, let it move. Let the energy in our body move. Breathe, bounce around, jump. Good to have some kind of jumpy, bouncy cardio that you're doing, whether it's like urban rebounding style or running, something where you, or dancing, where you actually are giving your body a chance to leave the earth for a second, right? Something where no feet are on the ground every once in a while. So we get that rebound coming back in, building the density in our bones. All right, let me have a sip of water. And we're going to come in with some twisting, just starting with our head, looking from side to side, taking in the environment. Relax your jaw. Mouth, lips are closed, but teeth are not clenched. Teeth gently open. Feeling your heartbeat. Maybe you can feel energy in your body, your nervous system, your pulse, also known as your heartbeat. The blood moving through your body, pulsing through your body. And then let's make these bigger. Spiral, look around behind you. Throw the arms, fling them out. Let your head look back behind you, turning your head so you can see, trying to see the same thing in both directions so that you're getting the same amount of spiraling. There's a good chance that one side is going to feel like really happy going into that spiral and the other one might be a little resistant. So that's okay. Just notice which it is. For me, the spiral to the right feels better than the spiral to the left. We are wringing out the inner body, giving our body this chance to move. Let's do it by shifting your butt. So sometimes we do it with our legs, but think of shifting your butt as the fling, the shift of the butt, and then you fling around, shifting your weight from side to side. If I wanted to, I could then flex a foot. Very sort of qigong way of doing it. All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Let's rub our hands together, do the lymph flush. Right hand to the left clavicle, subclavian vein is where the lymph is returning to the blood flow, to the bloodstream to filter out through your body. Same thing on the other side. And we want to do this left side first because the left side is filtering 3/4 of the body. The right side is filtering this upper right quadrant and also cisterna chyli, but the left is doing both legs and the left side of your body. So we want to make sure that the lymphatic, these return areas are really open. Above, they're under your clavicle, subclavian, under your clavicle, right under there. All right, coming up to the angle of the jaw, we're going to get both sides. And so apparently we have lymphatic fluid moving down over and under our sternocleidomastoid, right? And some of that is coming out of our brain, glial lymph, clearing down here, right? So we want to make sure that these ones are open around the angle of the jaw. We also want to invite all of that stuff down from our head to the subclavian vein. Arterial flow goes out, venous flow returns, right? So this is the return that's then going to filter out of your body. Okay, let's go to our face right next to your nose. Squish it up, open it up. I haven't done this for a while. It's been a few days and I can feel the difference. My face is like, oh, there's a little bit of stuff there to move. And then coming down under your cheekbone. Be gentle. Be gentle with your body. We're not trying to rip anything apart. And let's just go for a full face squishing. Just moving the skin, moving the fascia. One reason why we might want to consider not doing anything that is putting needles into our face and adding stuff like filler or Botox or whatever, because that's going to keep those areas from moving. And movement is life, movement is flow, right? We don't really want to block our own energy, or do we? I don't know. I don't. But just like we want tissue that can move, tissue that is alive and vibrant, not locked up and poisoned. Okay, taking your hands, rubbing them through your head. Also, like micro expressions are on our face. A lot of times we read other people's expression by mirroring them, right? And if our face is kind of locked up, we're having a hard time connecting in that emotional realm, where we may be having a hard time because the mirror neurons are going to have a hard time firing if the skin doesn't move, right? Micro expressions. 10 dragons running through the forest. What is that? That is empathy. That is this relationship with other people. I can feel what you're feeling, right? World could definitely use more empathy. All right, let's calm down, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And we're going to go to the K27 points, just under your collarbones, circles. Yeah, I feel like one of my huge values is the experiential body, like being in the experience of being in my body, not the objectified body where I'm looking at it from the outside and judging everything. Having said that, I have pink hair, so I do something, right? I love pink hair, and it's worth it to me to dye my hair. All right, so let's do a thymus thump. So you just got to make your choices. But my pink hair is not conforming to anyone else's norms. Pretty much my own thing. Not that other people don't have pink hair, but I've had pink hair on and off since I was a teenager. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And let's take the right hand to the armpit pec of the left. So conformity has never been my thing. At the same time, we have to be in community and in relationship with other people, right? So finding communities where you can be your integrated whole self, like Michael Taft's Sangha, right? It's a good community, a good group of people. Taking it to the other armpit. And it's something that I feel like people used to go to church, and some people still go to church, and there's a sense of community in church, right? People going to sports, sense of community, my team. People going to theater, dance, music, kind of a sense of community, but maybe not as much. Depends. People singing together in a choir, sense of community, playing music together, sense of community. Right? We've got to do things where we feel like we're connected to people. All right, coming in, Sister Kylie. We've done all that deep breath work, so we have worked with the the Cisterna Kylie has already done a lot of releasing because of the breath work, but we're just going to give it a little poke more, little jam in there, gentle in and up, and then coming from into the hip flexors. And feeling healthy in your body, like we aren't alone on the planet. We are with a whole bunch of other people and we are co-regulating with each other, whether we want to or not, right? The images that we see come into our body, like our body is responding to that stuff. It's not happening just in our head. Take it down behind your knees. So for our health, the health of our own living body, it behooves us to find communities where we feel connected, right? Oh, I feel, who do I, you know, most of my best friends are people that I dance with or make music with or make things with, right? I'm not like so much a let's just go to parties and talk to people about stuff. I'm like, let's make things together. Let's take it down to the floor. And it's easy for me to spend time with people when it's like, oh, we're in rehearsal together. We're working on a show in creative mode with other people is a huge joy for me, right? Just started rehearsing with some of my dancers for a show that we're doing in the city. Just a little eco pageant that we participate in every year outside in May. And we started rehearsing on Zoom yesterday, but even that's like, oh, there's my people. Let's circle it the whole way around, taking it to the side, taking it forward, taking it to the side. So finding out like what brings you life and making sure you get some of that in your life, right? Maybe it's cooking. I don't know. There are things that bring me life, going outside and being in nature in the morning, getting that sunlight, seeing the trees, listening to the birds. Those are daily practices. All right, we're going to change it. Non-dominant leg goes in front. We're going to change the exercise slightly. You're going to take it to the side, down towards your knee, stay to the side, spiral toward the ceiling. Exhale towards your knee. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The Monday night ballet class, right? I teach a ballet class on Zoom. And I have to say, I start the ballet class and I'm kind of like, oh, it sucks to teach ballet in my own house, blah, blah, blah. But by halfway through the class, I'm like, oh my God, this feels so good. My body needs this. Open it up. Side stretch. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. For some people, it's pickleball. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Or tennis or golf, whatever it is. Do things that involve community. Inhale, open it up. Let's take it down onto our backs. Especially, I don't know, I feel like we've all been kind of traumatized by the pandemic. Some people really loved it. Some people like being alone a lot, and that was great for them. But for other people, it's like, oh my God, people, how do I be around people now? Press it up. Like some of the structures, I'm sure for most people that they were relying on for their social engagement, some of those structures really fell apart. Circles with your hips. Group fitness classes, right? How much of that was going on? Zoom is not the same as being in a room. I mean, we can feel good, but like being in a real room with other people is even better, especially when we're moving. Change direction, other way. I mean, there are people that I met on Zoom who I've never seen in person, who I see regularly, and I really love, and I feel like they're part of my tribe. So that does happen. But if we can also be at sometimes in the same room as other people, it's important. Take it forward and backward, knees and shoulders. Like, so knees are pulling, getting a little massage in your shoulders. Relax your head and neck, relax your eyes. Pushing forward and backward, getting this little upper back massage, hamstrings working, hip flexors opening up, quads working a little bit. And then release it, roll it down through your spine, take it into the floor, hands on your knees. Let's circle the knees away from each other, big circles, lubricating up your hip sockets, breathing, and then changing direction. The ongoing monologue that is class with Laura Ward. on Zoom. And let's take a quick happy baby pose. Squish around, stretch it out, working with the baby, free flow the baby. Baby pose has some life and energy, not just a adult with their hands on their feet hanging out doing nothing. Bring the life energy into your baby pose. A playful baby. Movement is so important in our development. All right, let's take our hands behind our head, legs up to the ceiling, flex your feet. You're gonna go elbow to knee, reach it out, press through the ceiling. Reach it out, press through the ceiling. Reaching through your heels, press it up. Reach it through your heels, press it up. Let's point down, flex up. Point down, flex up. Point down, flex up. Point down, flex up. Just one in, one out with pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Drop it down. Turn your head from side to side. Legs up, big circles or small circles, as big or small as you want. I'm going to peel my butt off the floor, open out, going for a big range of motion. Last one. Ha. Let's lower legs down to the floor and take a heel rock here. So digging your heels into your mat. See if you can send a wave up and down through your body, as if somebody else is moving your body and you're just relaxed, letting go. Head, neck, and jaw relaxed, a wave rippling up and down through your body. Belly is relaxed, gut body relaxed, butt relaxed. Rib cage, lungs, and heart getting a little wave of movement. Head bobbing up and down. Good. And let's release that. Legs up to the ceiling. Bend your knees, turn your head one way, turn your legs the other way. Oh, got a nice little adjustment there. Optional, straighten your legs. Last one. Bring it in. Let's roll over. We haven't, I feel like I haven't taught forever because I didn't teach on Monday. Although I haven't done getting up and getting down in a while. So we'll do that in a second. But let's start here. In a Sphinx position, push and pull with your arms. So you're getting this push-pull pattern in your Sphinx position, feeling your pecs and lats firing up. And then you're going to release that. Look down towards your belly button. Pelvis drops. Roll it up through your spine. Lift your legs. Drop the legs. Drop the head. Roll it down, looking towards your belly button. Drop your pelvis. Roll it up through your spine. Lift your legs. Head drops. Roll it down. Pelvis drops. Roll it up. Head drops. Roll it down. Pelvis drops. Lift. Head drops. Roll it down. 2 more. Good. And come all the way down. Bend your knees. Windshield wipers. Let your legs fall from side to side. And then take your hands next to your chest. We're going to do a baby cobra, ear to your shoulder with a head circle. Coming up, ear to the other shoulder, take it down. Only going as far as feels good in your body. And then changing it to the other direction. Hands next to your chest, arch up, bend your knees, take it back, curl your toes under, take your butt to the ceiling and bring it all the way up. See how I snuck that in there? Bend your knees, take it down to the floor, walk it forward, take it all the way down. Arch up, bend your knees, curl your toes under, push it back, stand it up. Doesn't have to be any difficult way. If you need to use the couch or a chair to hold onto, if you want to make it harder, you can do this pushing up, walking it back, rolling up, rolling down, walking it out, releasing it down to the floor in a push-up. But let's get more diverse. So finding different ways of getting up and getting down. You can also do it on your back. Giving yourself this opportunity. You can use the chair, you can use the wall, you can use anything. Find diverse ways of getting up and getting down. Preferably all the way onto the floor before you decide to get back up. There's so many ways you could do this, right? You can be very creative about it or work with what works for you. And the harder it is, the more you want to try and do it, right? The more this is a struggle, the more you got to work on it, which means you could just do this section of the video a couple times a day, right? And that would probably be better training than doing a lot of other things. Finding your way up and down. And if this is something you're resistant to, just notice that and do it anyway, right? Especially these things like this is an indicator of a long and healthy lifespan, or rather a long health span where I'm alive and I can do my things. Not like, oh, I live forever, but I was unable to move for the last 3 years of my life, right? We want to be able to have a lot of ways of getting up, getting down. This is also like practice for falling. And we're giving our bones this information to get stronger in these diverse relationships to gravity. I'm just trying to keep talking as we go through this. But what I really need to do is check the time, because I do have to end kind of earlier today. So let's take it down into a straddle. Opening up in your straddle, we're going to go hands behind your head, flex your feet, taking your elbow towards the floor behind your knee, and then coming up to one side and then the other. Trying to keep your butt on the floor. If you're tighter, you can bend your knees here if you need to. Last one. We are going to turn and face the leg. We're going to arch down, release the head, curl and roll it up. We're trying to arch, lift, take it down, soften, melt, roll it up. Arch, chest open, release, and roll. One more, arch, open, release, and roll. Same thing on the other side. Arch it down, open, head releases, roll it up, arch, down, reaching out, roll it up, arch, and roll it up, and arch, and roll it up. Coming into center, we're going to round down, rounding down, reach out and arch up. Pointed toes, round your spine, curl, roll it down, reach out and open, point, roll it down, reach it out and open, point, roll it down, reach it out and open. Sort of gyrokinesis-y way of moving. Let's bring that in, bang your legs up and down, bring them all the way in, rotate in and out. This seems to be all the rage on Instagram. We're just going to do it for a second, but we'll do it a little bit different. You're going to turn out your legs. You're trying to fire up this muscle right next to your knee. You're going to lift, open it out, lift, bring it back, switch, lift and open, lift and bring. If we were on Instagram, we would put a block over there and try to lift up and over the block. Up and out, up and in, up and out, up and in, up and out. Hello, legs, up and in, up and out. We're going to change it, tippy toes. So like tippy toe position, tippy toe in, tippy toe out, tippy toe in, tippy toes out. One more time. And I'm kind of leaning back here. Then pointed toes, full point, out, other side, out and in, out, out and in. Let's do a couple more of these. Oh, my ballet legs are loving it. Last one. And then bring them into parallel, bang them out, rotate in and out, coming onto your knees. We're going to take it back, getting that quad stretch. Touch the floor on one side, touch the floor on the other, bring it up. Or toes are curled under, touch a heel, and come up. That's a lot easier. If you can take it down behind your feet, great. Reaching back one side, reaching back the other, alternating sides. Now there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can take it on the hinge, which is what I'm doing because I want to get that work in my quads. I want to get that stretch. Or you can just arch and open, going more into a camel, which also is good, but for different things. So try it both ways with more of a hinge in your body or an arch. One more time each way, hinge, and then arch. Good, and let's take it into a child's pose. Breathe, let go, soften and melt. Shift your weight from side to side. Relax your head and neck. If your head doesn't touch the floor, put your arms down or something so that your head can touch down. We want to make sure that at some point our back of our neck totally relaxes, that we're not trying to hold up our head. We let it go. And then shift your weight back. Come up onto your legs. Let your head hang down. Shake it no. Nod yes. Bend your knees and come all the way up. Standing. Inhale, open. Reach for the heavens. Exhale, bend your knees, drop it down, touch the earth. Inhale, gratitude for the heavens. Exhale, gratitude for the earth. Inhale, open up, wings of the heart, reaching out to the heavens, and then exhaling, coming down to earth. One last one, open, reach it out and up, and exhale, take it down. Alrighty, yeah, I'm teaching a kids dance class on Zoom. Oh, that's gonna be fun in a minute. So TV Land, if you made it, well, let me have a little quick gander over at the TV Land. So popular. Somebody showed up and left. Anyway, thanks for
Thank you.
showing up and good to see everybody, meaning you.
I'll see.
I'm gonna close it out.
I'll be here Saturday. Thank you.
You're welcome. See ya.
Love you.